All right, here we go. Going on a tour, okay? I'm going to show you how to do this. So let's say we start from the top. We go to classroom.google.com. You show up and you're at your Google Classroom and you got all your classes, whatever, but you're looking for your science one here, the 2019 coronavirus. Okay, so you click on this and go to your classwork, just like you did. Okay, we end up at the SciHub. So welcome students, right? So what we want to do is we want to begin the unit because we want to start, because like I said, the SciHub is basically your teacher. It's going to tell you what the tasks are to do. The Google Classroom is like the turn-in tray. So like you don't go back to the turn-in tray to like go do your work or whatever, or to know what to do. You just go there when you're done with your work. Okay. Okay. The teacher is SciHub here. This is what like the website that I made. So, our goal overall is to be able to explain how the 2019 coronavirus is affecting humans and our communities. And so we start on the green circle and then we'll move to the blue square, the black diamond, and then there's even a double black diamond if you're crazy. All right, exactly. So here in the green circle, what we're going to do is we're first just going to learn about viruses. So that's why that one YouTube binge was said something about viruses, because we're just going to look at what are viruses in general, because the coronavirus is an example of this thing that's called a virus. Now, what you'll do here is first you're going to get a tour of everything. So I'm giving you your own personal tour, so you don't have to watch this. Okay. Grand tour, exactly. That's what I called it. But you could watch it. It's kind of cool. So what I always have my students do is always make a title page, because it's like if we're writing in a book, you want to know what the information is behind it. So I just make a fun title. So you can see I made a little virus. That's what the coronavirus actually looks like if you could see it close. Exactly, on a microscopic level. So I make a title page. But then here we go. These are the beginning of the actual tasks for the green circle. Okay, here's one task. It's going to be to watch this video. Nice. Okay, good. Because those notes, though, all right, so the notes are important. I'll show you why in a second. So now you go on to number 3 and see. So now number 3 says, explore the world of viruses as you complete the YouTube binge assignment. Okay, so watch. If I click this, it's going to take me to Google Classroom. So what you have to do is you have to remember, wait, what assignment am I doing? Oh, I'm doing the YouTube binge assignment. So now when you get into your Google Classroom here, and we go to classwork, it's time to do some classwork. So we come here and we find the YouTube binge assignment. All right, so when I was at the site and I click on YouTube binge viruses, it's going to pull up this thing that's called the Google form, kind of like that quiz you're just doing. So let's say I'm going to do the YouTube binge. I'll type my name in, and I'll choose a class period. I'm going to go with 4th this time. Hit next. Now, this is basically, I made a playlist of YouTube videos. And so you got to click this video, and, it's So if this video doesn't work, I put the link here because sometimes these videos just don't work. It glitches out and you have to copy and paste that up here. But then what happens is as you go and you watch this video, there's some questions about the video down here. I try to make them so that they're not too complicated. So you can still watch the video, but there are some questions you have to answer. Okay, so let's say I answer those questions. It's basically just like, hey, I want to make sure you're watching this and these are the important parts, some of the important parts here. So you click next and there's another video. And that's all you do. Yeah, these are good. This one's crazy. See, that's what a coronavirus looks like. That's pretty cool, huh? All right, so you'll do this with all the different videos, and they're pretty interesting videos, but it's not meant to be challenging. It's just so that you can watch some YouTube that relates to viruses, and then you'll figure it out. And then there's these folks, the Amoeba Sisters. Have you ever seen them? Okay, they're one I play a lot in my classroom. All right, let's say I choose all these. These are all probably the wrong answers. I'm just I'm just clicking them, and there's yeah. So here's another one. And then I think that this is the last one. And then I have one that's just a fun one at the end because that's a lot of YouTube videos to watch there. But that's why I call it a binge, because there's a few you got to just watch. And now something a little lighter. Okay, I won't spoil it. When you cough or sneeze, do a backflip. All right, submit, and then if I look at my score, watch, this is something interesting about the YouTube binge, is when you look at your score now, I only scored 8 out of 26. Whoops. And I got 1 out of 5 points on the first video. So what I can do now is actually it'll let me come back, and it should let you, actually I have to go back to this one. You can click edit your response, okay? Because since I didn't score all the points, I can now go back in here and it will let me change my answers. So let's say I was like, oh, over here on my score, let's see, I got this first question wrong. Well, what you can do is just keep both of these tabs open and come back here and be like, okay, all of the purple dots are, I'm going to guess viruses this time. Okay, I'm going to change it. Now let's look at this next one. If the keys match the locks, I got that wrong. So I'd come back here and I can change that answer then. Okay, after I already tried once. And that's a good way so that you can kind of, because you might get just one wrong and it's like, oh, I don't want to have to go through all of that again. That's a lot of work. And you don't have to. You can just click that edit your responses and go back through and edit. Okay, that's the YouTube binge. But let me show you real quick the rest of it so you can kind of see how it works. And so once you get that done, you just turn it in here on Google Classroom. And then we're going to go back to SciHub. And then there's a video to watch here, how to edit a view-only Google Doc. You might already know how to do that though. Okay, and so the next assignment, number 4 now, is to visit Google Classroom to complete the assignment, What are viruses? So if I click on that, it's going to take me to Google Classroom. I click on the classwork because I have some classwork to do. And then what are viruses? There it is. So here's the doc. You can open it up. And it's going to be a view-only document for you because I shared it. And let me get rid of Grammarly. Okay, so since it's a view-only document for you, I shared it. So I can edit it right now. But for you, you won't be able to. It'll just be view-only. So yeah, you have to go up here to that file menu right there, which I think you know how to do this, but I'll show you just real quick. And then make a copy, and then you can edit your own copy. And then you turn that copy into me, and I'll go through and I'll read it, and I'll see what your answers are. But what you do is you type your answers here in these boxes. No, you turn it in. You attach it to the assignment over here, and you turn it in. See, and what I can do is what it sends to me is, here you are. See, Elliot plays games is with us too, and your assignment will pop up right here, and I can click on it, and then I can go in and I can give you some comments or grade it or whatever, and I'll return it to you, and then you'll get a notification. And then there's one more video to watch about the family of coronaviruses, and then you do that level up quiz, and this is the one you did on accident already because I had messed up and I put the wrong link in there. The SARS, yeah. Yeah, so, and then you're done. Then you have all the assignments done, and then there's like a little test that you can take. Okay, well, let me show you. There's that. So if we go to the blue square, and then the blue square is going to take us to, the blue square page where there's new tasks. And again, it's like, a Google Classroom assignment. There's some more notes to take. And then this one is another assignment, and then a level up quiz again. Another like a couple test questions, and then I wrote also wash your keyboard. Anyway, black diamond. The black diamond, even though it seems hard, what it really means is that in order to get here and for this stuff to make sense, you have to know the green circle information and you have to know the blue square information. It's kind of like when you go skiing. In order to go on a black diamond run, they're kind of hard, but you would never take someone who only does green circles on a black diamond because you have to have the skills. You have to be able to stop and you have to be able to turn on a black diamond. If you can't stop and turn, you're going to tumble down it and you're going to crash and fall, and you have to get taken down by ski patrol. Yeah. Right, if you don't know what you're doing. So, like, if you just try to watch this video right now, you'll be like, "Whoa, Nickel, you're crazy, man. I can't do 7th and 8th grade science." But if you go and if you watch the green circle ones, then the blue square, and then you get here, I bet you're gonna be like, "Oh, guess what? I understand SARS-CoV-2 cellular pathology." You don't have to say it like that, but okay. So there's a couple of videos. There's one more YouTube binge. This one's really cool. That one's more about coronavirus, and then level up quiz, one final test question, and then double black diamond. Now the double black diamond is like a double black diamond at a ski resort is like sometimes the train park is called double black diamond, and so it's where people like show tricks, and it's also double black diamond's also like where sometimes it's in the areas that aren't ski patrol doesn't even go, so it's like you have to have all the tricks up your sleeve in order to be able to do it. Black diamonds are definitely hard. You have to have some skills. And so like here, you have to like if you just went to this, you wouldn't be able to do it because you have to have all the background information about the coronavirus in order to be able to do it. So basically, what I want people to do is to share what they learned with their community to understand the science behind why everyone's like panicking, but also the disease or even the medicine that like doctors are starting to come up with. And so in this one, basically, there's this thing called best practices protocol, which is a mouthful. But basically, it's like, everyone's like, wash your hands, stay away from people. It'd be like you come up with your own plan of what you're going to do, of what you want to do. And so it's like you have to know coronavirus and also what the best practices are in order to be able to do this assignment. So that's kind of what you learn in the green circle, the blue square, and the black diamond. So that's why this is double black diamond, because you can't really do these without having the information before. So you could share the medicine, like we were just talking about the vaccine. And so if you wanted to like explain what the vaccines are, because it sounds like, I mean, you already sound like you know some stuff about vaccines. So there's probably somebody like other people that are your age that don't really understand vaccines. And so hearing it from you, they'd probably be able to understand it better than hearing it from me. So like, you could share the medicine. Yeah, exactly. You could tell your friends. And then this one's like the one that I consider to be like the fun one, to create captivate. I can't even say it. Create captivating content. And that's like sometimes I like it. It's funny when students will like make a rap video or something, or they'll like take like a famous song and like rewrite the lyrics in it so it relates to like what we were learning about. So like if someone wanted to do that, then they could do the create captivating content. And then some of my students know how to use like different software to make coding apps, or whatever. Or even if someone would make a GIF like this, they could make a GIF like this. It's just a way to like be creative. So there's three choices. You can come up and in the double black diamond, you just basically think, okay, what I learned, what do I want to do? Do I want to make a plan for myself? Do I want to share something fun and exciting? Or would I rather tell people about the vaccine? So you get to like choose what you want to do in the end. It's up to you, whatever you want. So then when you're done, that's my last little GIF I got on there. It says some guy social distancing, so he's frolicking in the flowers. So that's it. That's everything. But it does take like you just do a little bit at a time. And so what I told my students is like, you know, to just do a little bit. I don't know, to take their time. But see, it all starts here on this main homepage, and when you click on this up at the top, you can click that to get to the green circle, or you can click the button below my intro video here to go to the green circle where it says begin. So either way, and then so once it drops you in here, that's how you can kind of see now that it goes like, there's step 1, step 2, step 3, and this is what tells you what to do, and then you go to the SciHub to like find your assignments. So like as we were just looking at everything, like here's those other assignments that I was showing you. If we go to the double black diamond, here's those assignments. You just turn in like let's say you made a video and you did that screencast like you were talking about. You just upload that to Google Drive, and then you could go in here and you'd attach the file, and I'd be able to watch the file.